Good morning everyone! Masaganang ani, mataas na kita. By the way, I am Caerian Muga of BTIRTC 13 and I am your resource person to discuss Kichik 9, which is dried, cleaned, and stored grain properly. This is the last part of the palay-chick system under the post-harvest management. Today I am going to tackle the assessment, the recommendation, the importance, the input-output of this kichik. Kumusta man ta mga kaubanan nato nga farmers? Okay ba atong abot sa mga nilabay nga cropping? Kumusta ang ating ani? Masagana ba? Okay, so let's proceed. So why do we grow rice? No? For commercial use, for food. Then for seed purposes or for planting. Growing inbred rice for food and for commercial use, mao ni ang ato ang pagahisgutan karon. No? So you cannot improve the quality of the grains after harvest. You can only maintain it through proper post-harvest practices. Even after harvest, grains are alive. It will continue to respire. The grain will deteriorate because of the changes in temperature, the relative humidity, that affect the moisture content of the grains. Now, this kichik, na siya importance of kichik 9. Proper post-harvest practices, through drying, cleaning, and storage, if proper iyahang post-harvest practices, the grains make long storage possible, if proper ang iyang drying process and ma-reach niya ang optimum nga moisture content and help control post-harvest losses. According to Filmic, average of 12% post-harvest losses if dili nato ma-manage pag-ayo. And however, it can increase or decrease depending on the post-harvest or management practices. The maintain quality of palay suitable for milling. A proper post-harvest practices will also affect the quality of milled rice such as head rice recovery, the taste and the palatability of rice, and the last one is maintain grain quality, Now let's go back to the mechanism, ang gitawag nato nga na respiration. So dapat regulated ang temperature, especially the relative humidity, to reduce respiration process. Therefore, the longer the storage of the grains. So, importance of kichik 9, producing high quality rice helps meeting customers' requirement. Good quality of grains will result a good quality rice that will satisfy the consumers. Acceptance of the products in the market, if good drying and high milling recovery, hindi dugmok, walay discoloration, it will result kaya dali ra kini mahalin sa merkado. Achieving greater overall market value for the produce. So demand a higher price. So assessment of the kichik, dried grains uniformly within 12 to 14 hours after harvest. So di nato kulatan dayon after ato na dayon i-dried ang atong harvest tungod kay gitawag nato nga ang naay changes or naay mahitabo nga discoloration kung lapas ta og 24 hours. Properly stored clean grains at 12 to 14% moisture content. This is the optimum or the ideal moisture content if grains is stored. So monitor the moisture content na dili siya mo saka, hindi tataas at hindi bababa, na ang respiration rate that will contribute to the deterioration of the grains. So, recommendation to achieve key check 9. So, dry the pala uniformly within 12 to 24 hours after harvest or threshing. So, if use mechanical dryer at temperature rate not exceeding 50 to 70 degrees Celsius, no, within 5 to 8 hours na drying process. So, when drying or dripping with palay, yung basa, no, operate the dryer with unheated during 1 to 2 hours. Then, pag na-meet na until 18% ng moisture content, so, skin dry na natin. Then, reduce drying air temperature to 40 to 45 degrees Celsius during the last 2 hours, no, when moisture content is abot na about 15%, then the grains to 12 to 14% moisture content. Pag nasobra kasi, may mangyayari na madamage yung ating grains. So, when no mechanical dryer is available, sun dry on clean concrete pavements, no? Stir the grains at least once every 30 minutes, no? For uniform drying. Avoid getting the dried palay into rain. Pag nabasa kasi yan, mas magtataas na yung kanyang moisture content, no? Drying for milling purposes, no? Pag sun dry, ang advantage nito, low maintenance rate, no? Thorough and complete drying, then energy efficient kasi di ka nagagamit ng fuel, ng electricity. It kills fungi and other storage pests. While sa advantages naman ng mechanical drying, not weather dependent, no? All pag gusto mo mag-dry na ng oras na gusto mo, pwede agad. So, requires less labor. Kunti lang ang labor requirement. Then, control drying air temperature, no? The easier operation. Same with kills fungi and other storage pests, no? Tsaka, ang disadvantage naman, weather dependent yung sun dry, requires more labor, and controlled yung heating, no? Prone to contamination. Then, ang disadvantage naman ng mechanical dryer, higher drying cost. Siyempre, magsunod ka, electricity. Uneven drying kasi kailangan mo pang i-stir, no? Kailangan mo pang, lalo na pag conventional flatbed yung gamit. So, second na recommendation is place dried grains on top of the pallet to protect them from damp, no? Then, while awaiting grains cleaning, no? Use clean containers or sacks or with plastic lining. Ensure correct label is placed inside and outside the sack, no? Temporary storage of dried grains before cleaning should not be longer than 3 days, no? Then remove impurities such as chaps, no? Katong unfilled grains, the straw which have the high moisture content that cause hot spot. No, yung hot spot is yung nasa sako. Yung nasa loob ng sako din. If using grain cleaner, regulate it, no, yung speed, minimize losses. So, before using the grain cleaner, ensure na malinis mo na. Free from green leaf, no, yung mga tira-tirang mga buto na naiwan nung previous na process, no? So, recommendation number 4, if not sold immediately, no? Okay pa ba ta? So, okay pa tayo? So, patuloy, no? If not sold immediately, keep rice in a storage area that is waterproof, no? With proper aeration and free from birds and pests. So never store clean, dried together with agricultural products such as chemical fertilizer, cement, or same storage area. Check, no? Check na to. Then keep the storage area clean and tidy inside and outside and ensure periodic erosion. So prevent entry of moisture in stored grains. Protect grains from insect, birds, and rodents, no? Then facilitate loading and unloading. Minimize the use of space. Dapat center pile lang, no? Then as product, maintain and so ang ikalima, no, yung panglima, do not drag dry sack when transporting, no, to prevent damage. Use yung use wheelbarrows, no, or any barrows. So last is prepare the layout plan before the sack arrive. Do not mix varieties in one stockpile. Do not mix old or new stocks in one pile. And provide air space, no? Every pile for ventilation. Piles should not be high. Up to 6 to 7 bags per pile lang ang atong required. And so kani nga kitchik na siya input, output, and outcome. So ang atong input, if dried, clean, and stored grain properly, so magiging maganda ang output niya. So high grain quality, reduce post-harvest losses, then maintain viability. So pag ganun ang ating output, so ang magiging outcome natin is higher income, ma-insured supply of quality rice. Now, let's have a review. So konti na lang, malapit na tayo matapos, no? So, konting review lang. So, any from the group. So, dry grains uniformly within ilang oras dapat? Tama. So, dapat 12 to 24 hours after harvest. And properly stored clean seeds at ilang moisture content kaya? Tama din, no? 12 to 14% na moisture content. And maintain minimum of germination rate nasa 85%. Okay, so remember, a quality grain begin with choosing quality seeds of a recommended varieties, no? And quality grains also matters in the management practices during production period, no? So I think dito natapos ang ating discussion. So maraming salamat at magandang buhay.